We are back here live and broadcasting on YouTube. Very, very excited. How's everybody doing? Who's gonna win tonight? Dude. Who's gonna win tonight?
Dude.
Oh man, the Tar Heels gonna bring it home. Trust me. I'm not even concerned about that. I'm not even concerned about that. Welcome back.
I'm a little concerned
to the Blue Blood Rivalry. Right, I'm concerned.
But it look like we got a guy with some sense sitting next to me though. Thank you.
Well, that's true. We're back here rocking and rolling this Blue Blood Rivalry version 2. And we're so excited to be here at Stadium 10. We are the Sports Shop. Reese K-Mac. I'm Reese. This is K-Mac to my left. Reese is to my right. Prior to the break, I mentioned that we're just going to bring some people. I got some people some could be somewhat partial, some may not. But we got our main man, Brett Chambers, who's a good friend of the Sports Shop. Guys doing some great things here in Durham. Moved down here from D.C. to attend Duke University to play basketball. Then a couple of things kind of moved in a different direction. What's good, Brett? How you doing this morning?
Hey, man, I'm just glad to be hanging out with you guys in the shop.
So yeah, and you know what we do, right?
Yeah.
Shop talk. Shop talk, that's right. So talk a little bit about your experience when you came down. I know you lived the rivalry, been part of the rivalry.
Right.
Talk about that a little bit.
Well, I was like one of those people that came down, and I want to be a doctor and all of that, right? So I came to Duke. Okay. But I also had dreams of keep playing basketball.
Right.
So I tried to walk on. I figured if I get on the JV team,
yes,
I could like walk on to the varsity team.
Okay.
So a bunch of us did that, and we had a good time. And then next year they recruited this guy named Gene Banks.
Who will be here shortly. Both will be here shortly.
Sheminsky.
Yes.
And I was like, oh man, this is not looking good.
Kind of change your mind. Huh?
Well, I'm thinking because my guy was David Thompson.
Right. Of course.
I wanted to be
DT was great
because I was like a 6'3.5", could jump out the gym.
Right.
I figured I could do, and they started allowing dunking. So I was like, I'm good. So in one of the preseason pre-practices,
right.
Banks, we're practicing, and Banks goes up for a jam.
Right.
I rejected, and he.
Wow.
Well, yeah, I could leap.
Right.
But
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
Now you know we're gonna ask about that.
he ain't gonna remember that.
That's okay, but we will.
You know he is not gonna remember.
When I say it,
he'll be here shortly.
We're gonna remind him
about that.
We will remind him of this.
Yeah, but it wasn't Gene though. Because Gene, you playing along, so he's like, I knew he was gonna get me back at some point. Kenny Denard outlet pass to Banks.
Right.
Banks goes up two-handed behind the back. He
Right.
getting ready to slam it. I go up to reject it. I think, no, he's on scholarship. I'm not.
Right.
I pull that hand down. I can still hear the backboard reverberating in the background to this day. But it was like Kenny Denard used to set these vicious picks, man. I mean, you run into Kenny, I'd rather run into this wall.
Big dude, huh?
He's big. He was 6'10", 255, man. I'm like 6'3.5", 195.
But even going through the whole process, though, understand what this rivalry is all about. Talk about actually being part of the program somewhat, but being a student there and now being a fan.
Well, I tell you, all of it's about respect.
Yeah.
I think I sent you a tweet not long ago. The guy that I miss the most is Stuart Scott.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, because he's one of my frat brothers and my friends. Was an intern when I was at WTVD.
Yep.
And the cool thing about Stuart is we would talk trash, but we always had this hashtag after every game: no rivalry without respect.
That's okay.
No rivalry without respect.
That's a good deal.
And that was the cool thing because we could talk trash. All my friends and Carolina people, when I was at undergrad at Duke, I used to hang out at Carolina.
Yes.
And they used to hang out at Duke. We used to do parties together.
Yeah.
So it's a great rivalry because it brings a lot of attention.
Right.
And it's great basketball, and it's great. Whatever we do is great. It goes what Dr. Walker used to say: competition breeds excellence.
Yes, exactly.
And that's exactly what that whole rivalry is all about.
Well, out tonight it breeds some excellence, particularly in the light blue side.
You guys just have to show up and play.
I know. That's a great point.
He's just nervous. He knows what they're working with. He knows what they're working with. He understands what's going to happen. He understands what's going to happen. He knows.
They have to play.
He's nervous. That's what's wrong. He's nervous.
Hey, guys, so I
don't know why.
As I look out here in the audience, I think this is a mother
turn this off.
with Duke on, and a daughter with Carolina on.
Yes.
So you know what?
Yes.
That's a blended family.
No, that's a small young lady is what that is. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
It's
look.
a blended family.
A blended family.
That's teenage rebellion.
Teenage rebellion.
Teenage rebellion.
I love it. But Brett, man, we really appreciate you hanging out with us,
for
man.
letting me come and hang out with you.
Yeah, great insight to that.
You know, a cut now, man.
That's right, but, you know, me and Brett got the same haircut, so we straight.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
All right,
thanks.
So research real quickly though. What does this game mean to the standings, like in terms of the tournament this week, and really for getting seeding in the NCAA playoffs?
Yeah, so I mean, we can talk all the time about Carolina and Duke and the rivalry and the magnitude of that, but there's also a game to be played in seedings and standings to be drawn in, and it's going to be interesting. Carolina's looking at trying to maybe bump up and get that 1 seed. They'll need the ACC tournament. They'll also need this ACC championship in order to separate itself. Michigan State played earlier today. They finished up and handled their business against OSU. So they're another team at number 7 that's going to be at that second or first, depending on how this whole thing shakes out. So Carolina's going to be looking to at that. Duke on its end is looking to try to get that second seed. That could be a really high second seed. And so there's a lot on the line past the the bragging rights of all that stuff. There's a lot of real tangible stuff that's going to be happening for the rest of the season based on this game tonight.
Oh man, so it has a lot of ramifications. So
absolutely,
even outside the rivalry,
it
has a lot of ramifications. But just speaking of rivalry, we're gonna bring a guy on now who's totally don't have no skin in the game on either side. I'm talking about Brian McCall, who, you know, if you recognize names, the tight end back in 8 and 9, playing with one of your favorite players, K-Mac, Bruce Smith. K-Mac is a huge Redskins fan. So anyway, Brian, I want to talk to you because again, you got an unbiased opinion. Talking basketball. You have an unbiased opinion about the game. So let's talk a little bit about what you know about it and give your insight in terms of who you think is going to win.
As far as who's going to win tonight, I'm just excited about the event here in Northgate Mall, Stadium 10, and seeing what happened a couple of weeks ago down in Chapel Hill. I'm sure Carolina's going to come in here with a little chapped lips, to say the least. And I just look for a great game, as it always is. When you put these two out on the court, the level of basketball rises, the competitiveness rises, the respect rises, and you couldn't ask for a greater tradition and a greater rivalry in college basketball in the country. So this is where it's at.
It's definitely where it's at. Let's go back to where you were in terms of playing football for the Virginia Tech Hokies. That had to be a good experience, man.
No, that was just a dream come true.
Beamer ball, right?
Absolutely. Actually, Coach Dooley recruited me there. Played 2 years. We beat NC State in the Peach Bowl my freshman year. I got my ring on here today.
I see you representing that.
And it's a 25-24 last-second field goal that we ran off the field on New Year's Eve.
Oh, wow.
1986. But that was great memories. And then Beamer came in for my last 3 years and really started building the program and the tradition there at Virginia Tech.
Did you know at that time that he's going to have this long run that he had there at Virginia Tech?
You know, I don't think anybody expected what he brought on in those first few years to turn into what it did.
Right.
And when we were there, we were an independent, no conference affiliation.
That's right.
So after I left, we got into the Big East, started winning some championships, got into the ACC and won a few championships there. And just the respect in the program and the tradition he built and what he's done for Blacksburg, the Hokie Nation has been unparalleled, because not many coaches last 28 years anymore.
You got that right. But talk about how special Bruce was. Or was he special there? He had to be special there.
Yeah, I mean, he was just a specimen. His athleticism for somebody with that size and agility, strength, and honestly, the reputation. He's still back on campus a lot. His son just finished up his career at Tech this past year. We run into each other every fall, and it's just a great guy, great character, and he's done a lot for Virginia Tech, a lot for the NFL, and now he's still giving back. He's got some developments in Blacksburg. Yeah. Just a great down-to-earth athlete that has done the right thing throughout his career. Before I let you get out of here, you're involved in this project, what I mean is the theater here. Yes, sir. We've been up here operating Northgate since August of 2007. So we've been here about 8 years going on. Love Durham, love this area, and we're excited to have the Blue Blood rivalry here tonight. This is going to be a tradition that we continue to move forward with year in, year out, and we look forward to a great evening and a great game.
Yeah.
I want a classic.
Yeah,
I'm looking for a classic tonight.
Yeah, I know. It would be nice. Hey, man, really appreciate you hanging out with us. Thank you for your insight. Thank you for allowing Blue Blood to come over here and hang out over here. Best of luck to you, bro.
All right, brother.
Take care.
Thank you.
Oh, man, let's have us Brian McCall, who definitely played the game of football. I call it the real game came back.
Look, I can't imagine what practice was like. I can't imagine what practice was like.
He was going on offense. He was going against Bruce.
Exactly.
In fact,
I can't imagine.
The question I should have asked, did that was block Bruce?
Exactly.
That's what I should have asked him. I let him get away too early.
How many did it take? How many did it take to block him?
Oh, man, so we coming down the stretch here, gonna put a bow on this thing. Again, this is the second version of the Blue Blood rivalry here in Durham, Northgate, Stadium 10. This is Sports Shop, Reese K. Mac, just getting it in. And don't forget, hang out with us every Monday through Friday from 10 to noon.
10 to noon.
You're going to hear something different.
Buzz Sports Radio.
Trust me, you're going to hear, you can probably laugh a little bit. You're going to probably get mad at K. Mac. You're going to try to understand what's that research tool out there that you got to go to Google and figure out what it is.
Just doing some coaching.
What you doing, K. Mac?
Just doing some coaching.
I'm just coaching my team.
I'm just coaching my team.
So disrespectful to the Hall of Fame.
That is what I do.
Coach, man.
I'm just coaching my team.
So disrespectful, man.
Just doing some coaching.
What are you doing? Just coaching your team?
Just doing some coaching. Just doing some coaching.
He better do some coaching at 6:30 tonight.
And if he don't,
it's going to be a problem.
And if he don't,
research real
that'll
quick.
be 2 in 1 year.
I know you talked about a lot, but seriously, give me summarize what really needs to happen tonight.
Y'all just need to hook it out. Y'all just need to hook it out because y'all look a little. Y'all look like y'all really got a problem tonight.
Well, look, they lead the ACC and one of the tops in the country at the points in the paint. But what are they going to be able to do? Are they going to be able to take Duke out of the paint defensively by hitting some outside shots?
Right.
When they hit threes, they're a completely different team than when they don't. They don't have anybody on that team that averages 40% from three. They pretty much Nate Britt, Marcus Page, and Joel Berry are their lone three shooters that shoot with any frequency behind the arc. Hopefully, Justin Jackson can find his rhythm and find his mark early. They have to be aggressive, and they have to
be aggressive. Is the opposite word.
Yeah, and hopefully, hopefully Page will be the one like at the tip of the spear with that.
And that is why I said it's going to be so important with Plumlee what he's doing because it's going to go for Duke. It's going to go from the defense inside out.
Right, inside out.
Plumlee's actually. If he can play as aggressive as he's been playing, he can actually start to create havoc down low on the inside, and then that'll give Duke an opportunity to extend their defense out, and then that'll help them neutralize Marcus Page and some of the other things that you guys – that honestly I think this is your strength.
I think it'd be great if they shoot like they shot against Miami.
Yeah, I mean, but they can't shoot as poorly as they did in camp at home. They shot something like 1 of 13 from outside. That can't happen again. Otherwise, they'll never win.
Wow.
He said never win.
No, you don't. You can't win.
Otherwise, they would never win.
You can't win shooting that poorly. It just doesn't matter.
So since I'm used to doing some coaching, I'm going
just coach your team.
I'm just coaching my team. I'm going to ask the question, understanding that. There's going to be some adjustments that Roy should make, going to make coming into this game. Yeah. Right. But they did play well in the last game, you know. But he's going to have to make some adjustments because you should expect
drop the tough one versus Virginia since then as well, which was a really really tough.
But you should expect for Coach K to take advantage of what he's seen his team do in like the last 5 games. Last 5 games, his team has really played well in areas that they really didn't play that well early in the season, right? So Brandon's playing well.
Thornton is playing. That point guard is playing with a lot more confidence.
But Brandon's gotten more aggressive on the defensive end, and also taking the ball and driving and penetrating, which is something that he didn't do as well early on in the season. So understanding that, Coach K is probably going to take advantage of that a lot more in this game. Roy is going to take advantage, hopefully, of Bryce, and if he can make some changes, but he's always said he's not going to do that. If he should make some changes with Joel and Marcus at the top of the key.
Is this team better than they were at the beginning of the season?
Which team we're talking about?
Carolina. Because that's kind of how I measure Roy Williams' coaching. It's not necessarily the in-game stuff. I don't think he does very well, but I always feel like his teams are better at the end of the year than they are in the beginning, and that is a testament to his coaching.
I think his team is getting better, right? They started out very well in the beginning of the season. They went through this lull through the middle of the season, and now I think you're starting to see that resurgence. You're starting to see that rise again. As far as them starting to find their feet, or getting their rhythm up on, and I think some of that is because Kenny Meeks went out for I don't know a couple games, how many games
weeks.
In my opinion, he still stay out. I mean,
So
yeah, it's taking him a little while to kind of get into the rhythm.
Don't get me started on.
We haven't seen that really aggressive Kennedy Meeks in a while. He's really kind of been an also ran in most of these games.
You definitely have not seen that. But it'll be interesting to see, with him being back healthy, he's gotten a couple of games on his belt, then having Marcus coming around, hopefully we can get him to be a little bit more aggressive. Yeah. And I think at that point, we'll really get an opportunity to see how far this team could go and how well this team can perform.
Because as big as this is, it's still a stepping stone. Carolina and Duke are not measured as great as these rivalry games are. They aren't measured by these rivalry games. They're measured by championships. And, I'm sure part of this criticism for Coach Williams is the fact that Duke has continued to win and continued to be in the finals, and Carolina hasn't. And I think that's definitely part of what's fueling some of this criticism of him. Yeah, okay, he maybe should have called a timeout, maybe shouldn't have. But I don't think you'd have this level of vitriol without the fact that UNC hasn't won the title and Duke has recently.
So let's flip the tables. Is this Duke team overachieving at this point?
No, this Duke team is really, really talented.
I mean, this is a shorthanded team now.
It's shorthanded, but they're really talented. They have more, even with their shorthanded bench, they still are more talented than 95% of the teams they're going to go up against.
So is the Carolina team underachieving?
I think so. I mean, I thought that this team was going to be had an opportunity to go wire to wire as a number one.
Have y'all figured that out yet?
Oh, you need something?
You guys been going at it. Hey, man. Hey,
that is what we do.
This Blue Blood rivalry here, Stadium 10. Okay. Second version, hey, after this particular radio broadcast, we're going to have a panel. That's going to be a Legends panel, if you will, with the Blue Blood rivalry. We're lucky to have Ricky Price, Duke Blue Devil, Ricky Price here hanging out with us, man. What's going on, my brother?
How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Oh, man. So, Ricky played 95 to 98. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you played that game with the double overtime game or whatever.
Absolutely. I was a skinny kid running underneath the basket when Jeff Cable hit the shot.
I know. So you saw the ball. You got to see the ball give it a fall in, huh?
I was right there as the ball went through the net. I was standing right there. And,
so you will forever be in the shot.
Yeah. So if you click on ESPN Classics, you'll see me.
You will forever be in the shot.
But talk about that game, because it's really ironic. People remember that shot, but they don't remember that actually Carolina won that game, right? So that's what they don't remember.
That game, double overtime game, and they beat us, and they had a monster team. Jerry Stackhouse, Rasheed Wallace, Jeff McGinnis. Yeah. Coached by legendary Coach Dean Smith. Yeah, and that was a big win for them. One of the best games in college basketball history.
Oh wow! So and you matriculated from California all the way here to Durham to play basketball. Obviously, Coach K had a lot to do with that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I wanted to challenge myself and go to the best conference in America. I thought was the ACC. Yeah. Obviously, Duke was one of the top programs, and so I wanted to challenge myself, and I think I made the right choice.
Wow. I bet you did. So talk about the rivalry itself, though. I mean, that's why we're here. That's what we're talking about. It's 8 miles apart from each other.
Especially considering you were from California.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't grow up in this. Like when you first got here, like what was that rivalry? What was kind of your welcome to a rivalry moment?
Well, I knew about the rivalry, but it's different, from afar. Right. It didn't really take precedence till I got here. And once I got on North Carolina soil, I saw how fierce the rivalry was.
Exactly.
And then planning it for 4 years is just a totally different thing. But I believe it's the best rivalry in all of sports, all of college sports, all of sports, period. And people from all over the globe look forward to this game each and every year.
Well, what do you do in those rivalry games? Like when you're preparing, because I feel like your emotions could easily get the best of you. So like, how is that different? How are the days leading up to that game different than a regular?
Well, we were taught to treat it like a regular game. Yeah, I mean, even though all the hoopla surrounding it, you have to prepare for it. You have to practice for it. The game plan is still the same like any other team. Yeah. It just happens to be North Carolina.
So understanding that when you got on the court in your first game in rivalry, was it like any other game?
I was about to say.
Absolutely not.
Exactly.
Absolutely not. The coaches are supposed to tell us that to get us ready, but as a player, I mean.
And I'm sure as a player, you were like, yeah, it's just like any other game. Yeah, right. Got in the game.
Absolutely. Well, for us, it was a tough season for us. We ended up being, 13 and 18 that year. Coach K was out with back surgery.
Back surgery,
we had lost every ACC contest just about by 2 points or less.
Yep.
Wow. And so, that's where coaching comes into play. That was painful games like that. And so, we had Carolina down to the wire, and, they were stacked. Yeah. I told you, ranked number 1 in the country, Rasheed Wallace, Jerry Stackhouse, and it was a great game.
That was a tough. That was a tough one there.
Real quickly, we'll let you get out of here. I know you got some things going on right now. You're doing some training, personal training, get guys ready for for basketball? We're talking about some things you're doing.
Well, the name of my company is Game Ready Skills and Development Training, and basically what we do is we train kids ages 9 and up on skill development training, shooting, ball handling, all the subtle nuances of the game so they can be great players. So we do camps, we do clinics, all things basketball. We're based out of Charlotte, North Carolina, and we do a great job on skill development and getting kids to where they need to go.
Okay, well, that's awesome, man. But good luck with you. And the best decision you ever made, though, outside of coming to Duke, fed your cap out the side. So that's the best decision you ever made.
Hey, look, I like it. I appreciate it.
And I promise you I won't hold that against you.
All right, we appreciate you, brother. Take care,
guys.
All right, let's bring in Price, man. Hey, legend for Duke. Get it in, man. Doing what he does, man. I'm going to take a quick.
That's all right, though. But look, that's always the trick.
What's that?
The trick is.
Get in, research.
Oh, I'm good.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Oh man, Ricky Price, appreciate it, brother.
It's just like any other game. Don't stress it. Don't play. Don't worry about it. And then all of a sudden you get in the game and get punched in the mouth. Like, hey, wait a minute, coach.
That was a good question.
You said it's like any other game.
It's like a game. Oh no, this is a little different.
Yeah.
That's when you need a senior to pull you to the side and say, "Look, young fella, don't look. I know what coach told you.
Don't fall for the trick.
Don't do that."
Well, you mentioned that Brandon Ingram is still a freshman. You know, we kind of talk about these guys for so long. We know them in high school and stuff. We kind of feel like they're more mature, but he is still 18 years old.
Which is what was more surprising, the way he played when the guys played over in Chapel Hill.
Yeah.
Because I expected him to be really, really tight, not understand what it was. Because you're going against Bryce Johnson, right? These guys they're going to come. They're coming at you.
He's an NBA player. You're going to head on with the NBA player,
right? You and the hype that goes along with you being the number one pick, the one and done.
Yeah.
All of these things that's going to take place, they're going to come at you. But I think he stepped up to the plate and he played well.
Well, he got to play well tonight too, though.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Look, Duke is because they are short-handed. They can't have a
absolutely.
They can't have those off games. But he's been very, very comfortable. To me, Carolina can't allow that to happen. They can't allow him to get these ISOs where he's getting 2, 3, 4 dribbles with his back to the basket and stuff like that.
Case in point, down the stretch when the game was over in Chapel Hill, it was Grayson left.
Yes.
Brandon Wright.
Yeah.
It's like, are you kidding me? And we couldn't even stop it.
It'll also be important.
Because I thought you were coaching your team.
I'm just doing some coaching.
I was about to say, here we go.
I'm just coaching my team.
If they can keep Theo Pinson
doing some coaching
and Justin Jackson playing those guys on the perimeter, because those are probably UNC's best perimeter defenders with Pinson and Jackson. I think that's going to be key in order to just limiting them offensively, because defensively Duke isn't really any sort of juggernaut. So I'm sure UNC feels confident that they'll be able to put up points. It's stopping them on the other end and keeping them and just keeping them in check. When you got great players like Grayson Allen and Ingram, so they're going to get their points. You just got to make it inefficient.
Every great coach has a great team, a great team of assistants around him.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to my assistant coach here.
Yes.
And I'm gonna ask you.
Yes.
What do I need to do to switch up the lineup for tonight? Who should I insert into the lineup?
You told me a fat bitch.
Yeah. I see what you're doing.
I got a great answer to that.
Yeah.
Sit down, Kennedy Meeks.
Hold on,
sit his behind down.
Hold on, coach.
Yes.
I'm still coaching my team.
I know, but here's the thing. I got a suggestion.
All right, go ahead. Okay.
Let's try this.
Okay.
How about sitting Kennedy down for the first few minutes?
Okay.
Insert.
We're looking to change up the energy, or
yes,
what are we trying? Okay.
We got to come out hard against Duke, because those guys they're gonna
be fired up now.
They're gonna be fired
Senior
up.
night, it's gonna be a lot of cheering.
They're gonna have a lot of energy,
noise.
Right.
Yes.
So insert Isaiah Hits.
Okay. All right.
Who's been balling, coach?
And
I know you be coaching a lot, and you probably don't notice this, but
I'm still gonna coach your team.
As your assistant, I've been noticing this.
Okay.
The guy's been double figures.
So you want to switch up the energy?
Yeah, because I'm gonna come. We got to punch him in the mouth, coach.
Okay.
This is
so who's
rivalry, coach.
So who's gonna anchor that second squad, that second scheme we got?
Who cares? We try to win what we got.
Okay, coach.
So you coach, I'm trying to coach too, coach. I'm trying to coach your team.
We're going to keep letting you coach the junior varsity team, coach. Because clearly you're a little harsh in your decision.
I'll tell you one thing.
You're a little harsh in your decision making.
Hey, don't take this the wrong way. I know with a minute to go in the game, my players know what to do.
Call a timeout?
I can call a timeout.
No. See, Dean taught us.
Yeah, but
see, you don't know what I know. Because Dean taught us how to manage those type of game situations down the stretch. You wouldn't know that yet. But you're gonna find out.
You don't take that great man's name out your mouth. You better stop.
He told us. He told us
Hall
what
of
to do.
Famers. You're talking about 2 Hall of Famers.
It's a foul on the play.
amount of disrespect, sir.
That's a penalty on the play.
Uncouth.
Penalty on the play.
Well,
I'm telling you.
Well, I know one thing you told me.
What's that?
I'm going to do some coaching.
You're going to do some coaching. Well, how about this? I'm just a coaching too, because we better wrap up. Close to wrapping up. We're going to coach up and get up out of here. But, you know, again, I want all the fans, you know, obviously, those who have tickets, I do very, because that's a tough ticket in Durham tonight. It's always a tough ticket. But, you know, it's the excitement around.
It's definitely a bucket list item.
Yeah, but
it's a bucket list sort of
you
thing.
can come out here at Stadium 10 and see it as well.
Go.
How about that? There's a few seats left.
Can't
I'm thinking, but hey, they're going fast, so you come out and hang out. But the truth of the matter is that we're so excited to be out here for the second time. And I'm just giving you guys one little, like 30-second little sound bite to close this thing out. Research, you can rock and roll first.
I love the fact that this rivalry is in our backyard. It's so easy to kind of take it for granted, the type of high quality.
Are they clever at you, research?
Sure. I usually, whenever there's adulation, I just attribute it to me anyway.
Absolutely.
There you go. My adoring fans that I take with me everywhere. But the fact that we get this type of high quality basketball in our backyard is just fantastic.
He's quick like that. Okay, man, what you got, man?
Oh my goodness, this is crazy. This is ridiculous. I can honestly say that the rivalry is something special to watch, and once you get a chance to understand that these games always come down. Like someone called the other, we were on the show the other day. Someone said, honestly, every game you can just take the first few minutes out, just play the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, game day mentioned that. Yeah,
it's always the same.
Put 5 minutes.
5 minutes on the clock and let them go, because it is always the same outcome.
Yeah, that's right.
You know,
last 5 minutes.
The last 5 minutes of the game, that's where it's made. That's what it's done. Now, one of the things I realized that it's a really, really tough rivalry. Yeah. There is always some physical contact in this game.
Always. Well, let me just say this. I'm making a prediction. Carolina's going to win the game.
Shocking.
And we're going to win by 11.
I'm shocked.
I'm just telling you.
I'm shocked you're going to go there.
It is what it is.
Okay. All right.
Seriously, I think Carolina's going to play better.
Coach him. I'm coaching.
Yeah, I was wrong last time anyway. Carolina by 3, but whatever.
You said
I was wrong last time, so what do I know?
That's new.
I just had this feeling that the Hills are going in and do work.
Are you?
But, you know, Coach K, though.
You watch
it. The Coach K factor is always.
You heard it right here on the Sports Shop. Plumlee's going to be the difference maker in this game.
You said Plumlee, and you said Marcus Page.
He's going to be the difference maker in this game. You watch what I tell you.
But I like that. Hey, guys, first of all, we got to.
I got a fan co-signing right there. That's what I'm talking about. Got a fan co-signing. Plumlee's going to be the difference maker in this game.
A Duke fan?
That's right. See there? She understands.
A Duke fan?
She understands.
We got people coming in. The red carpet's on fire.
You can't go wrong. Hey, look, they got to be Duke fans because they early.
Oh, there you go. That was real. That was real.
What I'm talking about.
That death stare was real.
That death stare was real. She gave you the sideline, came back. She gave you the sideline.
Why we all sit back up in our chairs like,
okay, closet Duke fan.
She gave you the straight sideline.
That was.
Be careful with that one, man.
K-Mac's used to that look. K-Mac is used to that look.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I seeked it.
You seeked that.
Hey, another Duke fan. All right.
Yeah. Oh, she must be a Duke fan for real then.
You're killing me.
But anyway, guys, we're going to wrap this thing up. Get ready for the panel that's coming up at 4:30, I'm told. Big shout out to BlueBloodRivalry.com TV. Big shout out to University 4 Rentals, Transition Realty, Brett Chambers, and what he always does for the community, supporting us here at the Sports Shop. Again, don't forget, hang out with us each and every day, weekday that is, Monday through Fridays from 10 to noon. You got a Sports Shop with Reese K-Mac. On Reese, he's K-Mac. Research to my right, getting in each and every day with us as well. So go out, may your team win, and may that team beat Carolina. And we all be happy. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.